Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 41. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined today by my co-host, comedian Noelle W. Herzog.
Look at that. She stuttered.
Oh,
she
God, I did.
Say it.
I did. I was trying to think of so many things at the same time. We're here to talk about Catfish Season 8, Episode 55, Emma and EJ.
Okay.
All right. So as people are watching this, they're in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't get it.
What do you mean? Like they didn't know
They're
what
like,
was happening?
Yeah. They're like, I'm watching this. What is happening? I don't understand what's happening.
This is a very confusing episode, like the most.
Okay. So if I were the producers of Catfish, I'd be like, okay, I get that maybe this is the quote unquote real story. Let's simplify it.
Okay. That's what I was going to say. You could have left out some of this. It didn't add.
It didn't add
to
up.
The story. Right. And it didn't add to the story.
Okay. And then I was thinking, I need to watch these episodes without taking notes and then watch them and take notes. So I know that what's important to take notes about and what's not.
Now you see why I usually watch them twice. And at the first time or the second, one of them was without notes because I feel like I don't get it sometimes.
Yes.
Like I had trouble with this.
I think we all had trouble. We all have trouble just in life. If you guys want to hear more of our amazing banter that you absolutely love, please go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for over 8,017,000,000 bonus episodes.
Wow. See, she's keeping count.
Guys, go over there. All right. So let's start off with this episode, season 8, episode 55, Emma and EJ. So Cammie just came back from London. So this is a promo for Catfish UK.
Right. Which, nobody wants to watch.
I know. I feel like we're going to have to eventually, but like not yet.
When we run out of episodes, probably.
Right. But like we're on. Can you believe this is season 8, episode 55? You're going to try to tell me that this season has over 55 episodes in it.
You know what's crazy is this should be like season 15 of Catfish or something like that.
Yeah. Why are we playing this game?
I don't know.
There's usually like 12 episodes in a.
Right. 55?
Come on.
This is still the same season. Neve has had 3 children in one season. It's so crazy.
It's so true though.
I know.
I think that's literally true. All right. So
cute was just born.
gross. Not that the baby's great, just all babies. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we meet Emma. She's 24. She's a speech pathologist in New Jersey. She met EJ 6 months ago on social media, and he plays football for college.
For the University of I'm like, come on, you can't even tell us the college. They bleeped out so much.
The University of Bloop. That made me laugh. So she just lost 100 pounds, which means this is a fact that
she just lost 100 pounds to try to live. As soon as she said it, I'm like, big pun.
Noelle, you're coming in so hot today.
Thank you. I'm just feeling very silly.
So she said that EJ acts weird, basically confesses that he's a catfish, sort of.
Right. Confesses weird things.
So he stood her up in New Jersey. He said he was coming to visit her. He said that he was outside. And then Kyle stole his phone.
Right. Okay.
What?
Yeah. What?
These are all
outside of the house.
Okay. So they want her to believe that she's being passed around by an entire college football team.
Right.
Also, Emma, I hate to say this, you're 24.
Yeah. What do you mean?
College is 18 to 22. Just saying.
Oh my God. Why did I even think of that?
Just saying.
Yeah. Right. She's like getting passed around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Kyle stole EJ's phone and had been talking to Emma, yada, yada, yada. But then we find out that Jake was first talking to her.
Right. And it's like, wait, what?
So
what about EJ though?
EJ was second in line, I guess.
Okay.
So now she blocked him.
Right. But he won't stop.
This person DM'd her new boyfriend, started stalking her, sent him naked pictures.
That's terrifying.
Also, she has not only lost 100 pounds, but gained a few pounds in the lips.
Tracey, you were showing me with your hands what you thought they looked like.
They weren't. Usually it's it's like puffy and out. These were
Yeah.
spread across her face.
They were very long.
There were long
Mhm.
lips,
Yes.
long lip silver. So basically what happened was she saw this guy. She thought he was cute. She slid into his DMs, gave him her phone number, and she liked him. And this is such a classic catfish.
It's just such a wonderful story.
She liked him because he listened.
Mhm.
And he also had verified football players commenting on his Instagram.
But why don't we ever talk about that?
We don't ever talk about anything. This is what happens, though.
Yeah, I know. If it was our show,
Right.
we would talk about it.
I would talk about that.
Yeah.
So in June, he said that he was going to be flying there. And then he said that he was outside.
Right.
And then he was not outside. And then after the fact, EJ said that Kyle on the football team had stole his phone and said like this long text about
Screenshot.
it.
Right.
And she's like, oh, this seems legit.
Right. And it's like, okay, so just because he sent you a picture of a screenshot, that's legit.
Yes.
But also, aren't you put off by this?
Okay, but she can't see what's going on because her glasses are falling off of her face.
They are.
And
They are.
okay, so the level that her glasses are at,
Mhm.
they're covering her irises.
Yeah, they're like Mrs. Claus wears them.
Yes, but no, but they're
Yeah.
they're straight across.
Yeah,
her
she wears them
seeing
like
area.
low.
They're straight across her seeing area. The brim of the glasses is covering her seeing area. So they searched for the phone number. It's registered to
Right.
someone named Tiana.
Right.
So she confronted him about this at the time, and he said it was his fiance.
Right. And this is actually a way for everyone to cheat.
Right. So he said that he confesses that he has used all of Jake's pictures, and everyone uses this account to cheat on their girlfriends.
It's so weird. I still don't even understand where this guy Dane comes in.
Well, then EJ sends his real photo, quote unquote, real photo, but it's a picture that he stole from some guy named Dane on TikTok.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of athletes in this story.
Yes.
And our next partner has a product that I use literally every day. I started taking Athletic Greens because I wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I wanted to see what the hype was about, right?
Yeah.
So I've been taking it now for about 6 weeks and I love it. It doesn't taste like it's super healthy, and it kind of has like a mild tropical taste that I actually look forward to each morning. So what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all of the things.
All of the things.
I take it every single morning on an empty stomach. I absolutely love it. And it's lifestyle friendly. So whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy free, or gluten free, it's cheaper than getting all the different supplements yourself. And your subscription comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in the winter months when we don't get as much sunlight.
Oh, okay.
Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/catfish. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/catfish to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. And it's going to be in the show notes.
Show notes. All right.
All right. So September 18th, she had surgery for skin removal.
Right.
Another detail. So here's the thing. She gets a cameo.
That was smart because I don't think I would have realized that was a cameo.
100%. Okay. You think, so let me ask you a question. You're dating some guy online.
Uh-huh.
And they make you a video and they say, hey, Noelle, this is Tracey.
Uh-huh.
A video. You could see me.
Yeah.
Instead of saying like, hey, Noelle, I hope you feel better. Hey, Noelle, this is Tracey.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
praying
know,
for you.
Though. There was something a little more believable about that. I just feel like that it was a smart thing to do. That took thinking.
Yes, for sure. So this was Jake, right? That
did
the cameo. So Jake's a real kind of celebrity athlete.
Right, because he has a real cameo. But there was a comment on the cameo.
There was, because you always have to leave a review. So
I didn't know that.
Emma, quote unquote, Emma left a review and said, "Thank you so much."
That was so funny.
That was very funny. So EJ messages her on Kick because he's blocked on everything.
Kick is like a WhatsApp, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So he has her nudes. He has her address. So she is kind of like civil to him.
Right.
He messages her friend Tyler and is like, "Hey, by the way, I think Emma's dead. Here's her butthole."
But why?
Just for attention.
For shits and giggles. Yeah.
So she had a boyfriend, and then EJ catfished her boyfriend as a woman.
That's crazy. This is all like OD crazy.
Okay, so now in the next scene, Neve and Cammy forget that they have to do a cameo.
How hard are you rolling your eyes?
This is product placement at its best.
At its worst, actually.
This is beautiful. All right, so EJ, aka Elijah, she gives like all the information. So his name is Elijah. Then she gives them Tyler's number because they want her to. She wants them to call Tyler.
Right? Why? I don't understand. Like her friend Tyler. What does?
Because they want to show that he has a friend.
Yeah,
she has a friend. So they look up Tiana on Facebook, and there's just like 3 like kind of not active
dead
profiles.
Yeah. Right.
So they do an Instagram search and they find this girl who has a quote as a Bible quote.
And it also has "ball is life" in the profile.
Right. So that's like, that's a basketball term.
Right. That's what I thought.
So she had mentioned that sometimes EJ will go off on her with Bible quotes.
Right. Like kind of like, you don't talk to me.
Like
but
preaching.
Like, yeah.
All right. So they text her friend Tyler and they reach out to Jake. They search for Kyle and they get Tyler in the Zoom.
Right.
Tyler, you have got your 2 minutes of fame.
He's so nice.
And he put on 1 chain for each minute of fame.
Yeah.
And one of
those chains. I think I have them on too.
I think you do. And one of those chains has an Italian horn on it. He's like, "Listen, how could I make this very New Jersey with no props?"
Yes.
They were like,
"No more, fam."
Yes. He's in the emptiest room I've ever seen in my life. The echo is amazing.
I'm looking at this room and I'm like, where is he? Did he just white out his background? Like,
no.
What is he in?
He was in an empty room because you can hear the echo. It's like you had to rent him an Airbnb to have a 1-second call.
Maybe he just moved
into an Airbnb that Catfish
guys don't own things. Maybe he's just in an empty place.
No, he's not. So there is a fake Emma account on Instagram attempting to sell her nudes on Instagram.
But why didn't she tell them that?
You
know, like why didn't she tell Neve and Cammy that? Because I feel like that's a big nugget of information. She
was embarrassed, she said.
I guess.
So they're trying to Zoom with Tiana.
Right.
So they ask Emma about the nudes.
Right.
So I love how she does this. Emma goes, "Well, I had been in New York City and EJ confessed that he was selling my nudes."
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Right. First of all, honey, you live in Jersey.
Right. You're not very far.
We get it. You can go to New York City. New York City.
You can go to the big city.
You can go to the big city. She's like, "I was in Times Square at the M&M store."
Right. I was eating a bubblegum shrimp in Times Square.
I was watching the ball drop and then EJ confessed. Like, is this a flex?
Yeah, it was though.
No one responded to any of the texts that they had sent. And also Emma said that EJ messaged her and wants her new number. What is this outfit that Emma is wearing?
Her collarbone high sweatshirt.
Okay.
With, I guess, like a sports bra. I don't know. And a white cap.
I think it's like a cutout sweater with a white cap.
Is it a cutout or is it? I thought it was the highest crop I've ever seen in my life.
No, I think it's the cut. It's like that cutout where it just shows your cleavage with a white cap. It's like, were we supposed to think that you, right, with a full face of makeup with highlight?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you guys just caught me. I just came in.
That was my jam. Okay.
Right. It's
That's
still
what
my
I
jam.
do. All right. So that was that was she was trying to be a little sexy over there.
She was trying to be sexy.
But sometimes doing less can lead to so much more. Dipsy Stories believes in less analyzing and more feeling your feelings, less stressing and more easing into things, less scrolling and more savoring the moment, less pressure and more pleasure. Dipsy Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories. And now they even have a brand new written stories. No matter who you're into or what turns you on, Dipsy helps bring these stories to life anytime, anywhere. You can close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen and pleasure is your only priority. Explore your fantasies in a safe and shame-free way. There are hundreds of stories to choose from, and they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. Also, they have wellness sessions. They help you wind down and explore, and sleep sessions to help you drift off. For listeners of the show, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/catfish. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to Dipsy, DIPSEA stories.com/catfish, dipsystories.com/catfish, and you will see that in the show notes.
I love the show notes.
All right. So now they get a call.
Right.
They get a text from someone.
They get a text.
Elena Ferrara or something like that.
Right. I see. Here's the thing. I, of course, don't understand how iPhones work.
Okay. So I think that he was emailing, like messaging from like his computer.
And that's the email that was
And that's
up,
the email
right?
that he was signed into when he was messaging from his computer.
Because I'm like, well, how do they see that? That's what I didn't understand.
What it is.
Okay.
So this is who catfished her ex. So she knows. She's like, yep, that's him.
Oh, man.
So they ask him to join a Zoom. And
Right.
he's like, oh, quote, now isn't a good time.
It's never a good time.
So they tell him about,
like, well, it's now or never.
Right. They tell him about catfish and he agrees. And then we see someone. This is someone that is 22. EJ, I guess.
EJ.
With a very weird beard.
That was the first thing I noticed was the beard.
Me too. I was like, what is happening? Did we go to a magic shop?
Right. Something bad is happening.
Yes. So he apologizes. And then he says, before this, I never really dated anyone. And I have bad news for you, EJ.
What?
You never really dated anyone.
Right. After this, you never dated anybody either.
So he said that Jake would use the account to cheat on his girlfriend.
Right.
And all the other guys, that they were weird too.
Right. So all of this is real, is what he's trying to say. This is all real. He did not lie about that.
No.
Okay. But then again, why were they commenting on his stuff anyway?
Okay, because he used a real football player's picture. And I think he might have been interacting with other football players and they just assumed he wasn't verified.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
You know?
That makes more sense.
So they ask about the cameo. He also says that he never sold any nudes. He denies Elena.
Right.
That he never catfished her boyfriend. And he was like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to make you tell the truth now because this is like really.
He's had enough.
Really bad. So he says that he has 3 profiles and he admits it. And they ask about Tiana. And he says that's his dead name. So now they put him on mute.
Right.
And they're like, oh, he's trans.
I didn't know.
Okay, but why did we have to put him on mute?
Oh, I don't know. I have to tell you, I didn't notice that. I was wondering why they were whispering.
Right, but also on mute.
Okay, well, that makes more sense.
Why was that like a secret? I mean, if he said that that's his dead name, he's telling you he's trans. So then it's not like a secret or a shameful thing.
I don't know.
I felt like they made it a little bit shameful and weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe they felt stupid for not knowing. I don't know.
So he said that he has anger issues and sometimes he blacks out and does things that he doesn't even remember.
Okay, I've heard this many times. This isn't real. When people say they black out.
Okay. Why, Noelle, you've never blacked out, made a Cameo account, requested a cameo from someone, and then wrote a nice review?
Here's the thing. I've never blacked out in my life, and I've gotten level 100 angry. Blacking out isn't real. You know what you did. That's an excuse.
Well, how about this? Even if blacking out's real, it doesn't matter.
Right. You still have to be held accountable for what you're doing.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Then
what would you always say? You're responsible for what comes out of your phone?
Always.
Yes.
Always. How many times when we were younger,
Mhm.
we would get like a prank phone call, a nasty
Yeah.
voicemail, a nasty something.
We're on the phone with somebody grabs the phone.
Right. And then says
Right.
something nasty. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, sorry, that was my friend.
Yes.
I don't care.
I'm 40 years old. I have held this with me until my adult life.
Mhm.
You are responsible for what comes out of your phone.
Mhm.
It's so, but you taught me that. I was like 17.
But tell me
Mhm.
this, that is
No, I know
correct.
it's true. And that I feel like that's so.
Stop blaming other people.
Yep.
Why are you in a room with someone who hates me so much or is so disrespectful to you
Right.
that they feel comfortable grabbing the phone and saying something nasty to me?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you have bad friends and you're a bad person and I hate you.
It's so true. Mhm.
I mean, either way, you're out.
Right. Either way, you're terrible.
Because how many times like we would get these weird prank phone calls? People would say nasty things to us. And then
Mhm.
they would be like, sorry, my friend had my phone.
Honestly, more times than not. Like I can't count how many times that's happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So then you have the worst friends.
Right.
You have a bad judge of character, and I don't want to talk to you.
And I don't like you. Right.
So they want EJ to go to therapy. But
EJ is very far gone in the pathological lying.
absolutely.
Game.
But now
Uh-huh.
Cammy kind of sets him straight. And I liked everything that Cammy said.
She is very nice.
She's nice, but she's also smart.
Well, that's the thing. I really respect the way that she speaks to people.
Mhm.
And she doesn't just like attack or yell.
Sure.
She actually sits down and speaks to people.
Yeah. And I think that it was actually very helpful to Emma
Mhm.
to see, like, because I think that
Yes.
Emma thought that like there was some guy that was looking to basically like kill her and ruin her life for the rest of her life.
But I don't think that's what it was about. I think she started talking to EJ, who fell in love with her and couldn't deal with it and just spiraled.
Right. But now at least
that's
kind of cleared up. And I don't think that EJ will bother her anymore.
No, I don't think so either. I think this kind of almost like scared EJ straight.
Mm-hmm.
My only issue was like the filters and everything.
Yeah, what was happening here?
There was something filtered with the eyes and the neck was blurred. So I'm wondering if the neck was blurred. Some kind of like Adam's apple, maybe not to show anything. I don't know.
Well, EJ was assigned female at birth, so there would be no Adam's apple.
I think that maybe EJ didn't want anybody to see that there was no Adam's apple.
Okay, let me ask you a question in your life.
Yeah.
Has this ever been anything that has ever crossed your mind?
Never.
Because it's like, do I not have an Adam's apple?
Okay, but that's the thing. So I'm always touching my neck and I'm like, I have an Adam's apple. I just do. I choked on the apple. I feel it.
Because I feel it right now. And it's like, is that my Hashimoto's disease?
Is it a goiter?
Is that a nodule on my thyroid?
No, it's true though. And I just feel like,
I know that that's a huge issue that, trans people face.
But why?
I mean, it makes them feel,
No, I get that. Caitlyn Jenner had hers shaved down. Like, I get that this is a thing, but for me, it's just not something I would ever notice.
The fact that there's a shaving down of an Adam's apple operation, it makes me want to faint.
Tracey, I said shave and I started sweating. But yes, I noticed the filter and then the eyes were made bigger. It was a
filter. It was
warped.
I think it was just a filter. I don't think it was like necessarily targeted on the neck or I think it was just a filter. It definitely did not need to happen. It was a very strange choice of filters.
It was. And I don't know. It just made me like feel bad for EJ.
Right.
In a way.
Tell me what you think about. Like, tell me what this whole, like, what are your thoughts on this episode?
I do. I think that EJ kind of just fell in love and could not control his emotions. It just kind of spiraled. I don't think he's a bad person.
Okay. What do you think about Emma?
I just didn't like love her energy, I guess.
I know, but I got to tell you, I don't understand. Like, I think that we left out so much. We didn't really get to know Emma at all.
Well, I think that's what it is. And in my mind, it's like, Emma, so you're okay with the idea of being passed around to these different guys?
This is what confuses me. So every episode, right?
Yeah.
We kind of get like this fake love story.
Yes.
And it's like they show messages where they're like, you're the only one for me, baby. I can't wait to have
I love
babies with you. I
you.
love you.
Right.
And, when your whole family died in that terrible blaze and then
Mhm.
the meteor hit Earth, I was there for you and we're going to be together forever. And it's like, there was none of that. So it's like, was this real? I don't know.
There was no plans to like meet up to move in together.
Right.
Right. No future plans. We're gonna get
I didn't
married.
feel anything about this.
No, because it didn't seem like they had such a connection, like on a
Right.
deep level. Because she also doesn't seem, she's more upset about almost like being like blackmailed with her pictures
Yes.
than about losing a love interest.
Right. But it seems like there was never like a connection at all with
Yeah.
her. So it's like, what'd you do? You met this guy online. You just sent him nudes. Like, that's fine if you did, but like, can we just say what it is?
I think she wanted to be on TV.
I also think she wanted to be on TV.
Because the look, from the looks of her face,
Right. And the
and
outfits
of her
that she
filters
chose.
and her outfits, I think she wanted to be on TV.
Right. She just lost 100 pounds. She's trying to live.
Which is fine, but there are other ways to go about it. And I think that
I am tired of, I think that you and I should be casting for Catfish.
Yes.
And I'm going to see through all of the fake stories.
Because there are so many episodes on Catfish like that we'll get to that I believe were fake.
Okay. When you apply to Catfish, and Noelle and I are the casting directors.
Yeah.
I need to sit in a room with you and I want you to cry in front of me for 20 minutes about how much you love this person.
Right. That's the thing. And it's like, tell me why you love this person. Tell me your future plans with them.
I want you to cry.
Their favorite color.
I want you to cry.
Tracy loves a good cry.
I do. I want you to cry until you cannot breathe.
She wants you to blubber.
I do. I want you to blubber. I want to tell you that you will never meet this person. You will never be with them. And you lose your mind.
No, you're right though, because Emma was not the least bit.
No, Emma was like, oh my God,
this.
I have my nudes out there and they're making money off them and not me.
You're right though, because usually on a Catfish, they'll say, Emma will be like, oh, I'm a college student. I lived with my mom. I moved out on my own.
Nothing.
Blah, blah. Like
we know
got
nothing.
No backstory.
She's in an empty room too, and she's a speech pathologist that lost 100 pounds. End of story of things.
Yeah.
She's like, also, I'm gonna wear a sports cap. Also, I think I'm Demi Lovato.
Okay. She does think she's Demi Lovato. My brain just exploded. You're right. I could not figure out who she thought she was.
Yeah,
because everybody on Reddit said Kim Kardashian. I did not think
absolutely
she was Kim
not.
Kardashian.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out. I did not think about that they didn't tell us anything about her.
They told us nothing. I felt that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sitting here judging her lips and judging her makeup and judging because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, we don't know anything about her.
I know nothing about her. I mean, you know how many people like look very silly to me on Catfish, but you find out a little bit about them and you're like, oh, I like this person.
Sure.
I know nothing about her.
I don't know. That sometimes they talk about like the childhood, this, that, like there's nothing.
Nothing. Also, what are the photos? Are they great?
Okay, but I'm surprised they didn't come up because is always showing nudes.
Okay. If I were her and I was doing this for publicity, I'd be like, hey, by the way, can you show my nudes? Just like block out the little.
Yeah. Block out my starfish.
I like how we're listen, this is what happens when you don't show nudes. When you don't show us what you're showing us, I'm going to tell everyone it was your butthole.
But that's the thing. It's automatically. It's not a nipple. It's a butthole.
No, it's a butthole. And that's probably why they didn't show it. So Emma, if you want to clear anything up,
we're here.
We're here. Also, what a wild choice of stark white cap and white shirt with all of that bronzer and makeup.
All I could think about, okay, you're right about that. And all I could think about was how we were like told on when we were going to record something not to wear white because it would look like we were floating or something.
Yes.
And all I thought about was her. I'm like, somebody told her she could wear white.
Yeah. Why could she wear white and we can't wear white?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were going to wear Hanes white t-shirts on TV.
I love a Hanes white t-shirt. It's my favorite thing. It really is my favorite thing. To be honest with you,
I think it was the black that was going to make us look like we were floating.
Right. I thought it was black and white and also patterns.
There
were so many things. There were so many things.
The day before we were on the television.
Yeah.
I got a call from the casting people and they were like, okay, you can't wear. And they listed every single thing in my wardrobe.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, what can I wear? They were like, bright colors, solid bright colors. And I'm like,
so I could wear yellow?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up my yellow scrubs.
It's so true.
I don't
Yeah.
have anything that fits that description because I'm a
And-
grown up.
And
I don't
I'm
have
like, what are we going to wear?
we could wear our crayon costumes.
Right. Like I don't exactly have like a neon green shirt laying
Right.
around, you know?
With
Yeah.
no pattern on it.
That was the problem too.
Just a
the no pattern.
solid.
Uh-huh.
I think about like jail when they like pick a color.
Yeah. But yeah, so Demi got to wear all white.
But I think it was the black that was going to make us look like we were
I
floating.
would have liked to have seen her whole shirt because now I'm rethinking the whole thing. I
Oh my
thought
God.
it was a crop the whole time.
Yeah, I think this is the new thing with the.
I don't mind the cutout because I have some cleavage that would look nice.
Right,
but
but
like,
but what's the cap?
Well, it was her work. She was coming from the gym, easy breezy.
So who puts on a cap?
Especially with bronzer, a white cap. You're going to the
Noelle.
gym.
I would have loved to see what that hat looked like when she took it off.
Tracey, that was all I was thinking about. The bronzer on the inside of this hat.
Imagine. So if I were wearing this outfit with all this makeup, I clearly
Yeah.
would have been sweating.
Right.
It would have been dripping bronzer down the white sweater. That's like the time. Do you remember when I put the dry shampoo that was brown in my hair and went to the beach?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh. And then my friend Robbie was like, "Are you bleeding from your scalp?" He's like, "Are you
Yes.
sweating blood?"
You're like, that's actually exactly what I'm doing.
I was like, "I'm gonna go in the
That's
water."
funny. That's funny. Oh, Tracey.
The water, please don't look at me. All right. Well, this was a very not fun episode. I did not like this. I do not want any more episodes like this.
No, they're reaching. They're doing a lot of. I need more natural. I need more in person.
I need an all natural.
Yeah. Also, though, did you notice in the office there's like a million pictures of Biggie?
Oh, Biggie.
There's a lot of Biggie. Very cute.
We love you, Biggie.
Yeah.
Check out Noelle Girl on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates and all of our merch. And if you want to talk about this podcast or the show Catfish, the TV show, you know where to go.
You know.
Go to the Facebook group, Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook. We'll see you there.
Okay.
Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Bye.
Bye.